All right, Pisces, welcome into your reading, the very last reading of the year. So exciting. Okay, let's see what's going on the last week of December for my Pisces, please. What is the situation for my Pisces? All right, tell me. Two of Swords, you guys are torn. Listen, after all the reviews that I've been doing with every astrologer, you got some serious luck coming on your side in 2026. So I'm just going to be straight up and tell you it's tied to wealth and money. So if everything else goes up the Schitt's Creek, then at least you'll be crying in your Mercedes versus your Volkswagen. Anyway, back to you. Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. See, the Wheel of Fortune talks about having luck on your side. It also talks about, if anything, this is planet of Jupiter. In order for you to get that lucky turn, right? That luck that I was just talking about for 2026, it's weighing on you. And I think it's weighing based on your decision here regarding somebody. Spirit's like, I don't know, their life could go backwards if they keep choosing the same thing over and over again. If they go back to their past, it's not going to move forward. Their life will stagnate. That's why it's in the cross. That's why the card came out sideways, because it doesn't know if it's going to be upright or reversed. And in your last week of December, it's almost testing you, Spirit, Pisces, to see if you're going to repeat a pattern, if you're going to redo something here, because it's saying, look, you got to choose between these two people. You got to choose if you're going to move forward with them or not. You have to choose between two jobs, these friends, whatever it is. I know you're torn. I know it's a hard choice, but make it, because your life is stagnating. A lot of you has a lot to do with your commitment, your marriage, or your career. Anything you deem that is traditional. All right, you are getting stuck. So please, it's not what the universe wants for anybody. Now, let's see what's coming in for Pisces this last week, this last reading of the year for Pisces, please. It's coming in last week of December. By the way, if there's any changes you would like how I do the spread or how I do my lineup, by all means, let me know. Maybe we could change it up in 2026. Also for me to do some changes. All right, you have the Page of Swords, guys, and then there's the King of Swords. So far, I'm looking at swords. This is all up here. Stress, things that you're overthinking, overanalyzing. And I'm not saying that you're doing that, but it's going in that direction, because this is not your natural state of affairs. Your natural state of affairs is water, right? You flow, you go. I think you're also a mutable sign, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you're definitely go with the flow type of individual. But right now, it's like you're in your head trying to analyze, calculate. What do I do? I think I need more information. Maybe I should stalk. So you start stalking, right? You start looking at social media. You start talking to your friends. You start asking questions. You start looking around. The King of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, they don't have to be an air sign perhaps, but they present themselves as one. Two things you should take away from this. They're in the upright, so that means they're available. They're a king. They're not like some child. They're not that immature. They're available for this situation, but might you two miss the mark ever so slightly? Yeah, it's possible. I'll be honest with you. Do you want the truth? Or do you want to live in La La Land? I'm not saying you're crazy or you're delusional, but right now is the time to rip off the Band-Aid. And I'm giving you this tough love, Pisces, because you're torn. You don't know what choice to make. So this is the tarot trying to help you and guide you and show you how to make that choice, right? Because underneath the King of Swords is the Tower. Like, what in the actual F? You're having a fight. You're having a blow up. The reason towers come in our readings, it didn't fall out in your spread, but I suspect that's wanting to happen in New Year's. I don't want this to happen for you in your New Year. I want your New Year to roll and flow and move easily. All right? I want no obstacles in the way for you guys. When we get tower in our readings or close to falling out in our readings, because the back of the deck is what's coming in near future, it's telling me that you need this disruption because you're not seeing something clearly. And before, when I saw the Hangman in reverse, you're trying to see something from a different perspective, but the point of view is off. It's not, you're not thinking of it the correct way. And you know what? That's normal. That's being a human being. That's what everyone does. And sometimes we just don't see it. We don't see it so clearly. But this tower will make you see it one way or another. And I know that you're torn because you're so you're distraught over this choice, that this is why you're doing this like stalky thing. It's not even stalky, it's doing homework. You need more information. I feel like you're being misled, or you're being, I don't know if I want to say strung along, but let's see. What's the surprise here for Pisces? Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Four of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Swords. This tells me, guys, this is a lack of an upgrade. This Four of Wands in reverse, this is like somehow you started putting in roots or putting down roots in regards to something, or creating a platform, maybe for your job, your career. Others of you with a relationship, it was upgrading, but it's not. It's not moving forward. And it's causing you great stress. Another sword. Swords are not good for you, Pisces. This is not. And the more you delve into this, it's like falling down a deep, dark well, and it's going to take you forever to climb out or see what's right. But because of this lack of upgrade with something or someone, you're stressing, you're having anxiety, you're having sleepless nights. Now, we'll see what it's talking about when we clarify, but it's going to lead you to another sword, where you're going to have an honest conversation and you're going to put your cards on the table, because this is not a state of affairs that anybody can live in. This is going to create great anxiety. This is going to create an unbalanced life. You're not going to be able to move forward or live well like that. All right, let's see. What is the advice here for Pisces? This I actually can't wait to see. Five of Pentacles. This King of Swords, I swear, doesn't want to leave the bottom of the deck. Five of Pentacles. And now it's the Ace of Swords again. Listen, if this is in regards to a marriage commitment or a job that was paying you well, this is you feeling left out in the cold. This is you feeling abandoned. This is you feeling like you're not part of the inner circle anymore. If this is a job loss, or you feel like it's coming on because of like some sort of disruption that recently happened for you, save some money. But I mean, I wouldn't really worry, because I think this is going to change for you in 2026 as far as your wealth is concerned. But I'm also getting the message for you guys that this too shall pass. All right. It's always, what's that saying? It's always darkest before the sun comes up. I just think it's like a moment in life that you have to pass through this darkness. But if this is about some sort of disruption, start saving some money for yourselves. Others of you, you need to just bring yourself in from out of the cold. It's like up and at 'em. Okay, no time to dwell here. Let's see what the outcome of the week is here for Pisces. Speaking of swords, it's so funny. The World at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to tell you the majors in a minute. You only have one here, two so far. Four of Cups and the Hierophant. Marriage, institution, tradition, courtship, dating, traditional job search, whatever this may be for you. You are bored. You feel like it's unrequited love. You are not interested. It's punching below your weight. These are the vibes with the Four of Cups, right? But you know what? You're finally coming to a wrap. You're finally coming to a close. Especially when you know, do this thing, this Ace of Swords, where you start a relationship based on truth and honesty and putting your cards on the table. Oh. By the way, all right, we're going to start clarifying this. Speaking of swords, because this is not comfortable for me to look at in a Pisces reading. I want to see cups, 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 but you only got one cup and it's not the happy one. I hate the Four of Cups, guys. I'll be honest with you, because this is like a feeling of unsatisfactory, right? But we'll see when we start clarifying. I love this hoodie. It's so warm and so soft, which, by the way, I'm sure you've been seeing this hoodie all over the place. It's called Comfort. The reason I'm reminded of this hoodie right now is because this company donates a lot to mental health awareness, right? So mental health foundations and whatnot, they donate quite a bit. I love this company. Not only is this like great quality and soft and warm, it's like the price is unbeatable. Anyway, I have a link for this too down below in description if anyone's interested. If you use my link, though, you'll also get a discount. Let's see what fell on the floor. The Hangman is back. Pisces energy. This is your energy. The High Priestess, also your energy. Listen, this chapter that's coming to a close, right? This good luck I'm talking about, but it's at the back of your mind. You're torn over what to choose with the Wheel of Fortune. Use your God-given intuition. It is by far the strongest of all the zodiacs in the whole entire zodiac wheel. You know that, Pisces. Use your intuition. It's not going to fail you, right? And the second you do, although you're going to start feeling a little stuck, at least your point of view will change. At least your point of view will lead you to start thinking differently and in the right path, in the right direction, which is this, the Hangman. And then you will end this unsatisfactory chapter in your life. What is the Page of Swords, please? Please clarify for Pisces, please. Scorpio energy with death. Something ends. And, you know, I guess as a human being, when a relationship ends, which, by the way, needs some sort of transformation, a lot of you, it could have been third party, but this ending does have you stalking. If it's not you, then it's them. Someone's like checking out the social media and all of that, which kind of makes sense as to why you're stressing over something that didn't upgrade. It's definitely third party. I see 2 3s back to back. So it's about 2 people. 4 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Swords. Maybe you're the one doing this, Pisces. I don't know. But it's like somebody rushes in to communicate something, and then attached to it are the feelings of the guilt, the regret, the woulda, coulda, shoulda feelings. But you have 2 other cups of abundance to work with. So not all is lost for you. That's why I was getting that vibe before for you, Pisces, that all, like, this too shall pass. All is not lost, right? Some secret gets revealed and down falls this, like, situation in this tower. This whole facade, this whole bullshit that this other person was putting up for you falls apart. It falls apart because you just feel like you're not emotionally served, so you leave. You get on your horse and you move it forward. I think you do wait for somebody, though, to come back. I know you're thinking about reconciling here with somebody. What's this 5 of Pentacles? What's the Five of Pentacles? So I feel as if the universe is going to clear your path for you enough to see the right direction here, Pisces. Five of Pentacles, please. First and foremost, to get yourself out of the cold or not feeling abandoned or whatnot, you have to start healing. All right. You got to look at your broken heart and start picking out these little daggers, right? You're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation. The second you do, a solid new start comes in for you. And let me tell you, with this solid new start, don't sleep on it, Pisces, because it's going to make you stupid happy. All right? And all the new stuff starts happening. I like it. I like where it's all leading. Now, what is the Hierophant and the Four of Cups, please, for my Pisces? Four of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. All right. You are still holding on to some sort of energy where, I don't know, some of you, I feel like somebody here is married. It's unrequited love. They're bored. It's not moving forward. But and others of you, I just see you holding onto an energy that could have been fiery, passionate, maybe third party situation. And I don't know if that fell apart for some of you and you're trying to heal and move it forward by having an honest conversation. This is January stuff. This is the end of the year. You're going to be happy. You're just going to have to make a rational decision and resist something. It's all going to boil down to you. Stability versus heart and passion. Because I do feel like somebody comes back to vindicate you, validate you, but you are still holding on to someone else. I think this vindication, validation, who comes back to you, you're not interested. I think you're holding on to another energy. I'm telling you, this veil will be lifted in the new year for you, Pisces. Let's see what we're going to read about in the extended. New love and separation. That's exactly what I was feeling. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. These are two separate issues. But we're going to see. Maybe they're one and the same. When we drop tarot on it and clarify, we'll see what messages oracles are trying to tell you and give you that I did not. And that's why I pull them. Wisdom House and Night, what you say for my beautiful Pisces, please. Message. All right. This is like, you know how we were looking at the Stalking card? This is about. Get ready and pay attention. You're about to get a message with a special meaning. Maybe someone will text you something nice, or you are going to find out about something in a phone call from a friend. Perhaps a letter will come in the mail, or maybe I, the universe, will send you a sign in nature that will point you in the right direction. Regardless of what you're asking, you will soon know the answer, or at the very least, know the way. This whole reading has been about that. The path and knowing and choosing and the right direction. A message is coming. Choose another card if you need to know what the message is going to be about. Let me see. What's the message going to be about? Beauty. What were you going to be? Focus. All right. So beauty talks about, let's see, differences between people, right? Every rose has its thorn, and the symbol of beauty reminds us that beauty is never perfect, Just as the beautiful experiences, you will not be perfect forever, or the experiences themselves are not going to be perfect forever. An experience is an experience and then it's done. When you revel in the beauty that is true, you can look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are already perfect as you are. When you choose this symbol, it's a sign, and that's your sign. That beauty is all around you. Keep a positive attitude, expect wonderful things, and they will come to you. See yourself as a beautiful, and knowing that deep down, beauty it also includes qualities that lie well beneath the surface. Look for truer beauty in others as well. As always, looking beyond appearances. That is interesting. Are they beautiful underneath? The other card that almost came out here but didn't was focus. You have to focus your energy in a specific type of direction. And then when you do, Pisces, things will start to unfold for you. Things will start coming towards you for that path. All right. I hope that made sense. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you on the next reading in the new year. My members, I'll see you over there.